All right, guys, short putts. Give me some feedback. Something that you don't struggle with and you never make anything long, or is it something that if you had to pick, that's probably the biggest weakness in your putting game?
Well, on short putts, I found the biggest problem for me is not continuing to stroke the ball to the hole. I get to the point where I kind of just pop it and I end up pushing a lot of it too.
Okay. Mr. Brumby, what about you?
Well, I don't particularly struggle with that any more than any the rest of it. You know, just reading them. Subtle putts, once I have trouble actually. If it's big break, I don't have that much trouble. Subtle putts throw me off. So.
Okay. Mr. Rickman?
I think what Duval said is the same thing I do. It's just maybe put too much read into a short putt instead of just picking a spot and hit it.
There you go.
Just line it up and hit it. Keep my mind out of it.
Yeah, so something that I like to suggest to everyone to do is, I think short putts are a lot of practice as much as they are anything else. The more you practice them, the more comfortable you get, and the more of a feel you get of, like you guys said, well, is this putt outside of the hole or is it inside of the hole? Can I play it on the lip and is it going to stay up, or do I need to play it outside? That, I feel like that's the dilemma that gets many golfers, not just amateurs, pros, everyone. And like you guys were saying, we've got Bermuda greens. The burnout's a good way to see subtle breaks. Whichever way the burnout is, traditionally that's the direction the grain's going to go, and that will help you determine which way the ball should move, because most of the time the grain follows the slope. Therefore, it's a cheap way to figure out if your eyes can't quite tell you if it's sloped that way or not.
So you're saying the grain here goes this way right here?
So right here, the burnout's right here.
Right.
So that means the grain's going to be coming in this direction. So in theory, this putt should break slightly left if it moves at all. In theory. So, what?
So the burnout is the direction of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So what I suggest all you guys do before you play, it takes 5 minutes. Just tees, dimes, whatever you want. Don't even necessarily have to make a mark. Set them in a quadrant, 4, and go around and take a look at the grain. The grain looks like it's here.
That should be straight down grain.
Right. Well, it's going to be straight into the grain.
Into the grain.
Right. So,
I'll get you straight.
therefore, if I hit a good putt, it should only leak that way if it does anything, so I can aim left center. This is a good way to get a feel of how much the grain will move a ball on a golf course, because you go to the coast, sometimes the grain will affect it more than it'll affect it up here in Atlanta. So this is a great drill, I think, for before you play. It gives you good feel, good idea of, okay, well, if I get on the golf course and it looks like this, well, on the putting green, I played it left center, and that was plenty, and the grain looks like it's in about the same direction. I don't think I need to play it outside of the hole. So I would suggest doing this quadrant. I want to see everybody get around the hole and kind of work on it. Take your time and look and see from every direction. Okay, so from here, the grain still looks like it's going this way because the burnout's here. So how much do I think it's going to turn? And you can go to each section and take a look and see what it's going to do. All right, so let's get started.